We're live.
We are live, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Idiots with Manners, episode 5. My name is Robert Manners. I am the host of tonight's show, and we are going to be having an amazing time with everybody. Hope you guys are locked in. We're going to have a good time talking about some amazing topics tonight. I hope you all have made and grabbed an old fashioned. We're going to be talking about old fashions tonight. We're going to be pairing it with an amazing tobacco, the Carolina Red Flake with Perique. I hope everybody went and grabbed that. If you don't, maybe grab something else that's a vapor, and we can all smoke together and drink some old fashions together. It's going to be a great time. I am joined by the one, the only Scott Rollins, idiots with class. He may be an idiot, but he's got more class in his pinky than I do in my entire body. Mr. Scott Rollins. Scotty, how you doing, brother?
Yo, what it do? Doing good, brother.
Now,
Glad to
there's
be
a
here.
rumor going around that you had a Churchill Down party this weekend, right?
Can confirm. Yep, can
Little
confirm.
festivities with the racehorses.
It did. A lot of fun. I've never done it before. But yeah, a lot of fun. I don't know if you got a chance to watch the race. Very cool, or I guess very unexpected ending. The guy that won came from dead last on the final straightaway and took the first. It was good. It was a first female trainer too that won.
Oh wow!
It was a great time.
Did you guys have mint juleps?
We did mint juleps, and we had some Monte Cristo white
Okay, all
cigars, and
right,
actually it
okay,
paired very nice. Yeah.
very good. Well, not only are we joined by Mr. Scott Rollins, we're also joined by the one, the only. That's right. He is the man who hosts more greenery than anybody I've ever met in my entire life. He is the one, only, first ever House of Manners Grand Whiskey champion, Mr. Jeremiah Ford. Jeremiah. What's up, my brother? Uh, and a happy May
Oh,
4th, you too.
May
he's
the
a Star
fourth,
Trek fan. I
bro.
like it.
May the
Very
fourth
cool.
be with you. That's how you do it, Scotty. Not
That's
this
right.
Star Trek nonsense, you
It's the same
nerd.
thing.
I'm good, man. How are you?
Man, I'm doing well, man. I heard you had a chicken coop incident this weekend.
I did, dude. I don't know if you can tell. My lip has gone down a little bit, but it's kind of swollen right here. I busted
What?
myself in the mouth with some chicken wire I had hanging. I had it pinned up by one staple and like an idiot started yanking on it to straighten it out and it came loose and popped me right in the mouth. I had a mouthful of blood, man.
Nice.
But I'm doing better now. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that.
No problem, man. I always y'all's health is my most important concern of the night. So
I'm just pulling up. I'm pulling up the. I am paying attention. I'm just
yeah,
pulling up
who
the
all
live
is
here so we get
in
an extra viewer.
And
the
just
chat?
so
Who
you,
is in the
Jeremiah,
chat?
we do have a $5 offer to go put the chain on
A
from
super
Captain
chat,
Burley Slice
Captain the
himself.
Burley Slice. Super chat. Wow, that is quite the honor.
The first ever.
Put
This
on
is
the chain, dude.
Put on the
on the
chain.
chain.
Robert even said it. All right, I'll be back. Hang on. I
See,
gotta. I
that's what I'm
gotta go
saying. I mean,
inside for
I
this.
can't
Y'all
take
hang
you
on.
nowhere, man. It's like a big
You
honor,
can't.
and he like doesn't
You
even
can't.
put it on and stuff. I mean, that's why.
Right?
That's why one of
That's,
y'all need to dethrone him next year. One of y'all need to dethrone him next year.
I'm
So.
in. You got my vote.
So just to recap, make sure everybody, we are doing old fashions tonight. We're all going to talk about some of our favorite old fashioned recipes. We're going to be smoking a little Carolina Red Flake with Perique tonight. Hope you guys have this. I have actually never smoked this blend. I smoked just regular Carolina Red Flake many times, but I have not had this yet. If you don't have this one, grab another vapor and see how it pairs up with the old fashioned. Man, what an honor to have Lord Vader as the
Lord Vader.
first
Yep.
ever whiskey grand champion. That's all I got to say about that. So
The Dark Lord.
the Dark Lord, the Dark Perique.
Uh,
All right, I'm done. What's up?
We're all lighting up. That's what.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah. No. Yep. I'm a day late, dollar short. Also, James Kopp said this is one of the blends that he put in his 10-year box. If you've not seen James on Facebook, he's been taking suggestions for his 10-year box. He's going to bury a box for 10 years, put tobacco in it, basically not leave it untouched for 10 years. And so this is one of the blends he chose to put in.
Wow, that's a cool idea, man. I don't know if I could wait that long, but that's a cool idea. It'd be 10 years. It'd be like 10 weeks later. All right, baby, let's see what we got.
Well, I want to give credit where credit's due. I got this idea from Captain Burley Slice. He did a video a few weeks ago talking about smoking this blend with old fashions. Sounded amazing. I figured that the Perique would probably go really, really well with the sweetness of the old fashioned. So we're going to find out for ourselves if that is the case. And we're going to talk about a little bit about what our favorite, maybe some of our other favorite cocktails are we like to drink when we smoke some pipes. But for me personally, the old fashioned is, of course, the pillar. It is the staple of cocktails. I think it's one of the oldest cocktails ever invented. And so we want to make sure that we pay homage to that tonight with the proper way to make it. Jeremiah, that's not going to be you.
Nope.
I'm just saying.
I use real ingredients. I'm sorry.
Oh, Old Man Copper says we have to use some walnut bitters in your old fashioned.
I have used walnut bitters. Speaking of Old Man Copper, check out this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous smoke eater hat I got on tonight. That is from Old Man Copper right there.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I actually had 5 comments this week on my hat walking around town this week. 5.
Is that
Like
right?
5 people have said, "Where did you get that hat? I want one." So, Old Man Copper, I'm sending people your way, brother.
And we appreciate the donation to the Idiots with Manners Fund.
Yeah, thank
Appreciate
you so
sir.
much.
Very much. No, I mean, just Captain Birdslice is outdoing you. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. No, I'm kidding. We did have a couple shout outs here. We got let's see, Dr. Bob's Nightmares back. Hi, idiots. Glad to see you. Robert didn't care about you.
That figures.
He's got some Rattray's Sterling Flake. I've never tried that one. Have you?
I have not.
I have not either.
Oh, E. Joseph.
I had a couple good Rattrays.
With some Esoterica Tilbury.
Oh, Esoterica Tilbury. Nice.
Not had that one. Let's see. Oh, White Gaz. So a few tins put up for aging. Couldn't resist opening one when you announced it was a choice of the night. Oh, well,
My man.
appreciate you. That's
That's
right.
what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
Dig into the
what's up.
stash. Dig into the stash.
Digging into the stash. Got a Charles Hester pipe. Let's see.
What pipe y'all smoking tonight?
I currently have from Southern Roots Pipes, my first ever custom corn cob as a Father's Day present from the wife.
It's a good looking pipe.
It's in this shape. Yeah, and it's massive. I've never smoked a full bolt of this thing. So we'll see if tonight's is the night. First time.
Jeremiah, what you got there, buddy?
What I'm smoking out of is the Briary, one of their little $45 pipes, man. Dude, I'm so glad. I didn't get one the first time around, and I regretted it immediately. I went back and got this. How old is this Briar? Didn't he say like 60 years or something?
Yeah, like 60 years.
Dude, it's like super light. It's one of the best smoking pipes I have. It was like $45, dude.
What you got?
Yeah, Nording. This is a Nording.
Okay.
Everybody knows old Nording is retired, so get them while you can because they will be gone. Once they're gone, they're gone. So
we have Winchester Piper here with us. Some of the Caravan of the Amber Palm blend from Dan Armstrong over at Reaver Pipes. Didn't get any of that one, but it sounded really good. I hate I missed that one.
Yeah, man.
Shower Tobacco. Happy May the 4th. Oh, a fellow Star Trek fan. Tuning in about a live bowl with some Orlick.
What do you mean, y'all? You mean him? Can't stand
him.
Oh, we lumped together. No, we all won.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Early Slice, play and catch up. Sterling Flake is a great.
Thank you, Captain.
Well, now I got to try it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's talk about recipes.
Yeah,
let's talk about recipes. So
Okay.
I'll start. I'll give you guys. You're gonna want to write this down. It's really good. I had a professional show me how to do this, and I think it's really, really nice. So what you're gonna need is, of course, a nice rocks glass, as obviously. Now, a lot of people use, and listen, there's nothing wrong with using sugar cubes. A lot of people use this. It's fine. I personally don't like that grainy, gritty stuff at the end of my drink. That's just me personally. So I have replaced it with half an ounce of Demerara syrup. You put that in the bottom of your glass. Then you do 3 dashes of the old bitters there. Not the orange bitters, just the regular. There's a reason for that.
How do you
Here's
pronounce
the
that?
secret sauce. Here's
how
the
do you
secret
pronounce
sauce.
That? What brand is that?
You pronounce it Angostura.
Oh, you
okay.
can pronounce it. Okay.
Oh, that's not what you said earlier. Okay. All right,
Yeah,
just
no,
checking.
I was messing with you because I'm smart like that.
Sure.
Now here's the secret sauce. So instead of the orange bitters, some people like to use orange bitters. I don't like to use orange bitters because I like to put a ½ ounce of dry curacao in there. That is the secret sauce. Just a little ½ ounce touch of that. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You can go bourbon or rye, either one. Some people like bourbon, some people like rye. I personally, when I make old fashions for a lot of people, I do bourbon. Personally, though, I like a rye. 100 proof Rittenhouse rye is a good, inexpensive, delicious rye. It goes in there. You pour all that together. You throw a big old ice cube in it. You stir it for about 10 seconds. Little spritz of orange, little spritz of cherry. Boom, you're done. It's that easy. And it's delicious.
By spritz, do you mean a garnish of orange peel, or do you mean you actually spritz like
you actually spritz it. You spritz it.
The oil. You
The
exfoliate the oils.
That's right. And sometimes if you want to get real fancy, you can take a match to your orange peel and let some of that oil out. Boom. Money.
Jeremiah, you should try to do that one day. Sounds really cool.
Yes, I guess.
That's all I got, though. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Okay.
What about you guys? No triple sec. Triple sec is a little too sweet. That's why the dry curacao is much better. Dr. Bob's nightmare.
That makes sense. Yeah, I don't like very sweet cocktails. I want the flavor that the cocktail gives, but then I want to taste the spirit that is in there, right? So the old fashioned, if you just taste the spirit, it'd just be bourbon. So you got to have something in there. But I like a good strong whiskey. So mine actually was at the Brown Hotel in Louisville, Kentucky, where the famous Brown sandwich was made, right? There was a bartender there. I don't know his name, but I remember he had a jack-o'-lantern tattooed on his palm because his son was born on Halloween, which I thought that, like, I remembered that. But he made this old fashioned. That's like, we went all around Louisville and had bourbon and old fashions like constantly, and this was by far the best one I've ever had in my life. And it was, he used a rye, and that's the only thing I do different. I do like rye in a cocktail, or I'll use a really high proof bourbon, and that's what I typically use, a high proof bourbon. But 3 dashes of each bitters, the Angostura and the orange, and then like 2 ounces of your bourbon, and stir that up. But before I do that, I take it back. I do sugar in the raw, that really gritty sugar. I dump it in there, and just a splash of soda water, and that soda water helps. The carbonation helps break that down, and then I just muddle it with the back of the muddle, the smooth part, to get it kind of even, mixed in more, and then add the bitters and the whiskey and stir that up. And then I have these bourbon soaked cherries, which are okay, but he had these like $35 jar of sherry soaked cherries, and they were amazing.
Is that the white? Is that
It is a white
jar?
label, yes.
Yeah, those are really expensive,
Dude,
but they say they're really nice though.
They are, bro. And he'll take a little bit of the syrup when he scoops the sugar or the cherry out and drop it in there, and that syrup just kind of runs down, and stir that up, and then just he'll top it with the orange peel. Peel it off and then twist it, and you can see the oil just kind of explode onto glass, and then rub it around and drop it in. And that's it. I mean, it's just a kind of a classic take on it, nothing fancy. Yeah. But I like that. I like that grittiness. I like how the drink evolves. Like it's really stiff up front, and then it gets a little sweeter at the end, but not too sweet. That's why I like the grittiness.
And then Scott likes to make his with $400 bourbon. So,
I mean, that's what H. Taylor's for, isn't it? I mean, I prefer Pappy, but I'll settle for H. Taylor.
Oh my goodness.
Even Elmer T. Lee if I got to.
First Star Trek, and now this.
But I did have a comment here from cherries. You ever heard of Luxardo cherries in your old fashioned? Is that what you said? Oh, you got them right there. So that is the esoterica of maraschino cherries.
These are really, really good.
Well,
very, very good. I'll tell you another good one is Woodford Reserve actually has some cherries as well. They're a little bit different, but they do have a nice little flavor to them as well.
Dude, what did Jay Johnson say? Old Granddad 114, Nectar of the Gods. That is actually my favorite bourbon in an old fashioned, is Old Granddad 114. I love that stuff in an old fashioned. It's very good.
Well,
I do like I do love the old Granddad 114 personally, but when I make big batches for a lot of people, I'm trying to, if I'm making old fashioned for me, I make it a little different than I make it for other
Thought
people.
that's what we were talking about. Yeah, of course. I'm not using all my good stuff on you, swine.
No.
You know what I'm
What I'm
saying?
saying is the proof point of that for example, my wife, and we have a lot of ladies over, a lot of ladies don't want that high proof. So I do usually Wild Turkey 101. That's probably my favorite to mix for the bulk of people. For my whiskey people, I do like something a little higher proof. Captain Burley Slice is right there. That old Granddad is a great mixing whiskey for cocktails for that proof point.
He said that.
Captain, I think somebody else said it too.
No, Jay Johnson said
Jay
it. No,
Johnson.
Captain
Jay
said it
Johnson
too. I
said
was
it.
like, man,
Yeah.
everybody likes old Granddad 114.
Yeah, Captain goes with, or yeah, Captain's
There's
right
actually a new single barrel old Granddad 14 out right now. I've heard is really good, and I've been looking for it. I can't find it.
Really?
It's like $50.
Oh, I was gonna say there's an expensive one that's like $250 that I haven't heard good things about.
Well, I'm with Dr. Bob here. I'm gonna use some Dixie crystals, and the sugar cubes. Put them in there, and yeah. So I was always simple syrup just because I'm lazy and it's easy to buy it. So I learned how to make my own simple syrup.
Oh, bought ingredients, laziness.
I know, yeah, it happens.
Interesting, Robert.
But I
I like what I like.
so
Sorry.
then I started making my own simple syrup. Thank you. But then it's just too sweet. Then Jeremiah talked me into trying sugar crystals or sugar cubes one time, so I've been stuck on that ever since. So I just put 3 little sugar cubes in the bottom, make it nice and sweet for me because I'm a sweet guy. And I do put 3 splashes of your aromatic bitters. I do put 6 splashes of orange bitter because an orange is too much work. So I just put extra orange bitters
Dude,
in
that
there.
makes it though. When you, like Robert said, when you twist that
Mhm.
thing and that oil just explodes out of there, whoo, and then you just run the rim of the glass real quick, and then every time you take a sip, like it
Boom.
hits you in the
Orange.
face, bro.
Yeah,
Or
it's so
just throw
nice.
some extra bitters in there. It does the same thing.
But
Just saying.
aroma is a big part of your. Never mind, Scott. Never
I
mind.
know. Yep. And then I used to put cherries in it. And then I ran out of cherries one day, and I was like, you know what? I can do without the cherries because I really just put them in there just so I can eat the cherry. It didn't really matter to me that much. I'm not a huge cherry fan. And then yeah. Oh, I do add a splash of your soda water, whatever that stuff is. I do put a splash of that in there.
Soda water.
Yeah, there we go. That's what it is. Yeah, that's it.
I do
Right
add a
after it.
splash of that stuff you call soda water stuff. Soda water.
What's this liquid we call water?
And I've played around with a few different bourbons, but I've settled on Eagle Rare
Oh my
as
gosh.
my favorite to put in the old fashioned.
Bro.
It just pairs perfectly. It makes it a very rare, makes one just fly. Like
Captain
an
Burley
eagle.
Slice is gonna
So
come
good.
find you. He's gonna because they don't get. It's hard to find Eagle Rare where he lives. He's like, I'm coming to find
Oh, really?
you.
I only
Yeah.
have like 6 bottles of it. I mean, it's hard to find here too. But
Let's catch up on some
if-
comments. Let's catch up
in
on
a
some
pinch,
comments.
hold on, in a pinch, when Eagle Rare can't be found, which is why I kept buying it, Benchmark single barrel is just as good, and you can find it everywhere. $25. To
What's
me,
the proof? What's the proof point on that one? I'm curious.
that one's 90. Eagle Rare is 90, but Benchmark's actually single barrel is 95.
Mm.
So nice and light. You know, it's just kind of make it more mixed as well.
So you
I'm trying
you like the lighter. I
do.
remember because you like the lighter whiskey in your because you want it to
Yeah.
be sweeter, right?
He's
Yeah.
a Scotch. He's a Scotch drinker. He likes lower proof.
It's true.
But you also like a sweeter old fashioned.
I do. Well, I mean, I used to put more sugar in. I'm weaning myself off the extra sugar. You know, I got to watch the weight here. So I only go 3 cubes instead of 4. So get better. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I do like that. I am experimenting right now though with a Scotch old fashioned, and I think I've about settled on the right one. But I'll have to say that for another day.
That sounds good. I can't wait to hear that. So, what about you guys out there? What is your choice whiskey for an old fashioned? We got Granddad 114. I saw that in the comments.
We got
What else we
Jay
got out there?
He puts Pouchard's bitters in his. I guess is that really a bitter? Pouchard's? That's
Yeah,
bitters or not?
it is bitters.
But
A
it puts-
splash of absinthe.
absinthe and rye
Ooh.
with an orange peel.
okay.
Let's do it.
Jay, you crack me up, dude. I'll
Jay,
try it.
I'm down, man. I mean, if you got absinthe involved, I'm down. I've had some good absinthe before, so.
Yep, Chris has got to flame the orange peel. I mean, you can. That's cool, but you know, those of us, you know, whatever.
No,
Got
he's
some
right.
discuss-
I'm listen. I mean, these bartenders, man, they take that orange peel to match,
Yeah.
and they sprit. They do that spritz thing, and they like that matches. Boom! I
Hey,
mean,
hey,
it's
hey!
pretty
What
cool.
Has it down.
what did Captain
Excuse me.
Burley Slice say right there? He likes
Benchmark foolproof.
benchmark foolproof in his old fashioned. That's what I got today, boy.
Very nice.
When I don't have Granddad 114, that's what I use. I like that too. That's good
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. Got some
Good
good
call,
discussion
sir,
back
good call.
about rope tobacco on here. I don't know if we're ready to chime in on that one or not.
How many people in the chat are smoking the Carolina Red Flake with Perique tonight? I'm curious how many people are joining us in that.
And while they're responding, have some Woodford Double Oak. Old man Copper.
Oh,
for his
old
old-fashioned.
man Copper, you
Ooh,
man.
Okay.
Good
You
choice.
man, you a man.
Yeah.
I love it. That's what that was like the whiskey that got me into whiskey was the Woodford Double Oak. It's a great. It's always good.
What was the
Okay.
question about rope tobacco?
Yes, a few questions. We can go back to that. Let's see. Here's our first comment. Sorry to break the subject, but your opinion on rope tobaccos. I guess specifically maple twist. I've not had maple twist, but I have had a couple different rope tobaccos.
Jay introduced me to
Yep,
rope
same.
tobacco.
Dude, I was right there with you. Same night.
I like it. It's just like I
Mhm.
think it adds an extra like step, which makes it like more romantic. Like you got to cut it into a coin and then you fold it and stuff it or break it up, whatever. I like that. I mean, that's what I like about pipe smoking is there's so many intricate steps you got to do just right.
Right.
I like rope tobacco. I think it's neat.
It's got Irish twist, black twist, Captain
Right.
Burley slice with the brown twist, or brown Irish X for the win. Rope tobacco. Okay. Let's see. Rum twist. Yeah, actually, I think rum twist is what we had that night. We tried it for the first time to partner with a dark and stormy.
Was that rum twist? I thought it was rum something. That was good.
I think it was rum twist. It was rope tobacco, but I think it was rum twist.
Jay, what was it? Yup. He said yup.
Yup. Okay.
Yup.
Twist.
Rum twist it is. Oh, cherry twist. That might pair well with an old fashioned.
That might pair very well with old fashioned.
Don't let the cherry scare you off. I might have to try that because I'm not a fan of cherry tobacco. But
what's your first opinion about this blend?
We'll start with the smell test. The tin nut was actually pretty good. It had a hint of vinegar, but not much. Not like, the McClellan smells like straight up vinegar jar, which I don't hate. But there was a slight vinegar note to it. And how did you describe it? You said it was...
So Carolina Red Flake, the regular Carolina Red Flakes, to me has a very ketchupy vinegar sweetness to it. But this is more like homemade ketchup. And I know that might sound weird, but like homemade ketchup is not like Heinz. Like somebody who makes homemade ketchup, it's usually really watery and sweet. You get a hint of the vinegar, but it's more sweet than vinegary. That's what this smells like to me, is like a watered down ketchup smell. And so it's fine. I mean, I'm not loving it though. It's not like I'm not like going, ooh, it smells great. It's okay. It's fine, but it's not like knocking my socks off.
There's Watch City used to put out one. I think it's 556 was their flake, or 559. It was a Virginia flake. Man, it's straight up vinegar, and it was so good, and it lasted a whole bowl. They stopped making it, so I guess one of the components was a Sutliff.
I really like Carolina Red Flake. I think Carolina Red Flake is good. I've enjoyed it.
So, it's okay for me. Now, I've not tried it aged. I have them all aging, but I don't have aging. But I've not
aging
something like that. Yeah, but I've not gone back and tried it aged. I've only tried it fresh. This is probably the oldest one I've tried, and was from August of last year.
What are you talking about, dude?
Dude, I'm laughing at Captain Burley Slice. The note is day old McDonald.
He's he's not wrong.
Can I say how sad this is? Is I know what that smells like. That makes me want to go cry. That makes me want to go cry. Captain, I know what that smells like, and I'm not really sure how I feel about that right now. So that's sad, man. I'm so glad, y'all.
We do have one of our vapor experts here, Jay Johnson. So this is a top 5 blend for him. He said the Perique and the nice helping of is what made it mo beta.
So Jay, is it better with more? Is it better with a lot more age on it? Because I'm smoking the last year's release. I guess that's what I want to know. Kevin says, Scott, smoke your dang tobacco you order.
Get him, Kevin. Get him.
Get him. Get him.
Hey, I represent that comment. All right.
You do,
Jesus.
man.
I like it, man. I think it's like it's kind of sweeter than I thought it would be. You know,
But I'm wondering if that's the old fashioned
like
coming out that they're popping each other. I don't know.
tangy fruit notes and the spicy Perique. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah.
It does go good with the old fashioned, but I think it's complementary flavors, like
Mhm.
the sweetness of this and the sweetness of that kind of go good together. It reminds me of autumn, like the sweetness in
Evening?
it. No, not autumn evening, but the sweetness in it, man. It just smells like, I don't know, something I'd smoke in the fall.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of this blend.
Really?
I'm not liking it. It's not for me. It's not my style. And which is funny because I've smoked a few vapors recently. I enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not digging this one for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it's, to me, it's not going well with the old fashioned personally. I
It
keep
makes
finding myself.
Oh, go ahead.
I keep wanting to go back to the old fashioned and not this, if that makes sense.
Well, I will
So
say I like my old fashioned a little less. Like when they kind of butt heads a little bit, because they're I think this is sweet for tobacco because of the Virginias and everything, but then the old fashioned is kind of sweet too, and I don't know, it makes the old fashioned taste sweeter because it's not as sweet for some weird way. I don't know, but I like the tobacco though. I do like the tobacco a lot. I just don't know if I love it with an old fashioned. I'm gonna try it with some foolproof here in a little bit when I finish this.
I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to pour some of this wild turkey 1-on-1 with it and see how that
I was
works.
gonna say, see if you like it better with a different drink, because I think it's more the drink, because I do like the tobacco, but the drink is a little it just doesn't, it's good, but it doesn't taste as good as it normally does. Like like it's canceling it out or something.
It's
Canceling
Nailing
it
it,
out.
Jeremiah.
Like bad
Dude,
math.
Chris is probably the wisest man who ever lived. Look at what he wrote right there.
He's
All right.
never wrong. He's never wrong. So if it's about me, it probably is right. So
It's about you being wrong.
which means it's probably right. So I didn't say I was right. I'm just going to tell you right now.
I'm just kidding.
First rule of the Fight Club: we don't argue with Chris. He knows all.
That's our first rule. I like that. That's good. What do you think?
It's a good rule.
Man, I got to tell you that Wild Turkey 1-on-1 for what it is really good. I'm telling you,
It's good for the money for sure.
it is absolutely.
What did
See,
Jay say? No, go ahead.
Here's where Robert's opinion will change. That pour will help. So there you go.
Probably
Hey,
will.
He already called it. He already said it's already getting better. He called it before you even took your sip. Nailed it. Jay said he doesn't have any older red flake, but vapors do get better with age. Can
I
confirm.
agree. Here,
Scott,
here.
Scott, is the one y'all smoking? Is that last year's too?
Yeah, I think that's the only time they released it, wasn't it? It was just a one-time release.
Oh, was
September
it?
of 25. Yeah,
I
this is their
didn't know
seasonal
that.
release. Yeah,
I thought they released it another year too.
I don't know if they've done Chris,
I don't know
but
that.
I don't think they've done it with Perique before. But
Chris,
that's what I said. Chris,
Chris.
I got nothing.
Jay,
Chris, Jay says the only time they've added Perique, but
Yeah.
Jay's,
Okay.
it's yeah. Oh, Joe said they had 3 years ago. They did have it with Perique.
Who's right, Chris?
Oh, Chris says they release it every 2 years with Perique.
oh,
Well, there you go.
and no one's half the battle. G.I. Joe.
Which last year was 1 year, so 2 years before that was 3 years. So Joseph and Chris are both correct, and Jay was not.
Get together, Jay.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Maybe it's the weather, because it cooled off here. It's like 60 degrees again. It was like 80 the other day.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's fall right now. I don't know if it's just the weather or it's the weather and
The weather.
tobacco.
I was out there Saturday morning. I think it was 55, 56. We were walking into my kids do dance. We're doing a daddy-daughter dance for their ballet class, so we had to go to our first practice. I'm walking in, and we're standing outside because it's so packed. We're waiting to go in. That breeze hit. It's like that late October chill in the air when the fair's about to come to town. It's like, whew, about time to start pulling out my winter clothes again. That's just that's where my mind immediately went, even though it's daggone, was it May 2nd? It's crazy. It does. I feel like it's almost fall. that first cold breeze comes through.
I'm not mad about it. We've had the best spring ever. It's been cool here, like almost every
Yeah,
day, every
same.
morning. I'm good. I'm good. Like
I
I
love
can't
it.
stand when it gets middle of July, August, Tennessee humidity hits. I hate that reminds me how much I hate living here sometimes. I love living here the rest of the year, but it's just those like that July, August time. I can't stand being here. So
Well, that's like pretty much June through September for us. Same
Yeah.
thing. Just life sucks.
Mhm.
So hot. You start sweating just thinking about going outside.
All
Yeah.
right, guys. So listen, we're gonna move into
Okay.
our
All right.
our,
Yep. Fire
our
away.
big topic tonight. This has been kind of on my mind lately, and so tonight I wanted to bring up a topic that I think will be a really good for our chat. I think it's a good topic to talk about. So here we go. This is the topic of choice. So there seems to be a rise in the interest of old school gentleman society. Seems to be a resurgence amongst young men. You're starting to see a lot more people talk about old school values, old school ways, old school etiquette, these type of things, old school dress. So there's obviously a resurgence that is starting to grow in our country amongst young men. So we're going to talk tonight about that. We're going to talk a little bit about some different rules of like old school gentleman rules that we would like to see come back. Maybe some old school rules that we don't want to see come back. But let's start with this. Jeremiah, I'll start with you. Let's ask the question. Why do you think that there is this sudden resurgence of an interest in gentleman society?
I think I love this topic, by the way. I'm glad you picked this for tonight, but I think it's several things, like almost too many to name, but I think a lot of it is, or some of it, a couple of things is people are just like a thirst for something real. Like the world is so digital, so fast paced. Everything's online now, and I think people just want to slow down. They want to feel, they want to experience life. Um, there's a desire for a deeper human connection, I think, in a lot of people. Everything's so social media and online dating, online everything. The old school approach, it prioritizes being fully present, setting aside technology, giving people your full attention when you're hanging out with them. Uh, I mean, we did this at our house, like just with no TV. Like we sit at the table as a family, we talk about our day with our kids, we laugh, we play after dinner and stuff. That's a huge difference from a couple years ago. We'd watch TV every night till we fell asleep with the kids. That's just what we did. Like, and that changed everything. Um, but I think that's a big reason why, and I think it's more than just I think it's more than just a nostalgic, but feeling nostalgic about fashion. It's more like a cultural shift focusing on character and integrity and consideration for others, and just I don't know, I think people just want more real, more in person. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of, I think that's, I don't want to just talk nonstop because give Scott some stuff to talk about, but I think those are a couple of big reasons, you know.
Yeah.
Well, Scott, we'll move
Uh,
over to you. Like, I mean, just thoughts on the
Yeah.
topic.
It's, I mean, actually, I was reading this one comment here from Joseph. Conservatism is the new counterculture. And I think that really does explain it. Is that, it's because, I mean, I'm just going to steal comments here because people really are. I mean, it's exactly what you just said is short of it. It's people are tired of quick fixes and doing everything. We want information right now, but we're learning to,
Hmm.
it's okay to slow down. And it's getting out of that rush. Was it a country song that said we rush and rush until life's no fun? I mean, that's really what culture has become. Everybody's in a hurry to get everywhere. And I mean, why? And I think people are just finally getting maybe a little tired of it, and they're just trying to um, just slow down. And these daggum comments, they're picking up exactly what I'm putting down. So I'm just gonna keep stealing theirs. But it's the fatigue of the digital 24/7. Everything's always right here, right now. You want it, you think of it, you type it in, there's your answer, and you're done. There was, I think it was a comedian or something one time. So back in the day, let's say you wanted to know where Journey, where did the band start? And so if you didn't know, you'd walk around, you'd ask people, you may spend, weeks or a month trying to find that answer. Maybe you go to a Journey concert and see if anybody in the line knows. And once you find out after months of searching, you now knew the answer. You remembered it. Whereas
Yeah.
now it's like, where'd Journey start? Okay, cool. And that's it. And you're going to forget the answer 2 minutes later because we just move on to the next thing. And it's that drive and hunger for knowledge is gone. And because we're all rushing and we're all doing everything so fast. Everything's right here. Oh, think of this. Let me figure out this real quick. Let me use AI to go do this for me. I gotta do 5 things a day. I don't know how to do this. Let's see what AI thinks. Oh, okay, go. I should do this order on this. They have that new app now. You can take a picture of your kid's room, and it'll tell you what to clean first, and it'll help you clean the room, so you don't have to think about it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like
It's
it
crazy,
helps
man.
you. It helps you break it down into stages, so you can work through it more mentally better, and you can stay on task. And you can if you put this over here, then focus on this corner. Now go over to here. Now do the clothes that you stacked over here. I mean, it'll do you step by step. I saw it in a commercial. I can't vouch for it, but I think it's what the commercial said. And it's just, I think we're just getting tired. The fatigue. We're getting tired of it, and we want to slow down. Like I think pipe culture is making a comeback. It's starting to that surgence is starting because we're getting tired. We're looking for things to slow us down because we're tired of being constantly rushing every single where. And I can't go anywhere on the road without being cut off by 20 people, even though I'm going 10 over the speed limit because we're all rushing somewhere for no reason. And I think people are just slowly mentally getting tired of it. They're just trying to look for ways to slow down.
Well, I think a lot of people check out too. They're tired of it, so they just sit in
Mhm.
front of the TV or whatever, scrolling reels. They
Mhm.
you just sit there and just zone out, and that's how you're resting. But it's not, sitting here. This is zoning out. I mean, besides, I say digital age is overtaking stuff, and that's true. Like watching TV will rot your brain unless it is this channel. Don't stop watching that. This is great for you. Don't take too much of my advice now. Come on.
But
Well,
it's
so that leads into a question that I have. So I'm gonna give 2 examples personally. Like, so for example, you're seeing like I said, resurgence. Scott mentioned the pipe community is growing. New York Times had an article this past year talking about how there's a new resurgence of pipe smoking.
Mhm.
You also see cigar culture becoming a
Mhm.
little almost mainstream in a way. Like a lot of people are kind of gravitating
It is.
toward that.
Yeah.
You're starting to see young men dress a little more
Mhm.
sophisticated as opposed to the baggy pants and the hat backwards and the kind of
Yep.
stuff that we grew up with. So my question is, as we see this new resurgence of gentleman culture, what are some rules? Like when you think of old school etiquette, you think about your father's time, maybe your grandfather's time, when times were different. I mean, let's be honest, though they were very different. My father had a very different way about him. He wore dress shirts all the time. He wore slacks all the time, even just going to the grocery store. Now he didn't wear a 3-piece suit, but he definitely dressed a little more classy. And so you're starting to see that kind of reemerge. What are some old school values or rules, maybe, that you don't see in modern culture that you can see maybe make a comeback, or maybe you would like to see make a comeback? Scott, we'll start with you.
um, I think having conversations, it's slowly starting to have a little bit of a comeback. I think is where it's okay to disagree on something, which there for a while there, you were either with me or you were wrong. That was only 2 options. Now, I mean, I think it's still early stages. Don't get me wrong here. I mean, I'm starting to see some people have started to agree to disagree on something. It's okay to not. Oh, and I think that's having a debate and a conversation is something that's slowly making its way back as an old time value to me that I think we should continue to encourage. But it's okay to not agree on everything. And I'm not, a bunch of different names because I don't agree with what you said. We can have a
Mm.
conversation with each other. And I think that's something that needs to continue to come back and maybe shaking hands. I think I've seen a little more of that. My daughter's, she's in middle school, my oldest, and they did this little, not a play, but they do like this big project they work on all year, and they present it at every trimester. They present this little project. Well, I go to watch the first one, and this 8th grader, the thing's over there, they're walking around. This 8th grader walks to me and goes, "Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Charlie, whatever his name was." So, and what's your name? What kind of 8th grader? I think even when I was in 8th grade, we didn't do that. But just walk up, shook my hand, looked me in the eye. Now it was one of those, limp noodle handshakes. But he initiated. He did everything. He walked up, he looked me in the eye, shook my hand, asked what my name is, which kid belonged to me, and
That
said,
means
"I
a
hope I
lot.
had a good day." I mean that. Now, granted, that kid was straight up nerd, but that says a lot. I mean, it's. I told my
Scott's like,
daughter, he's
get this
off limits.
nerd off my hands, man.
I
Don't
can't
be
wipe this funk
nerd.
off of me.
Go
But
outside, nerd.
but when was the last time a middle schooler did that? I I mean that so it just shows you it's starting to make some impacts in somewhere. Now maybe he may have just been an oddity. Well, he was an oddity for sure. But just that I
I'm
mean
hammering this poor kid, dude.
it was great until I grabbed his hand, that little limp noodle. I mean, he dropped a lot of points, but he got a lot of points just walking up to me, some stranger he never met, shook my hand, looked me in the eye, and just asked me how and who I was and how I was doing. I mean,
Okay. So before we move over to
but
Jeremiah, let's hit some
yeah,
comments. One of y'all, because I can't.
yeah,
My
yeah.
comments are behind. So go ahead.
Let's see where to leave off. Talking about Winchester Piper, fatigue of digital connect 24/7 world today. I think people's brains are just overloaded on the daily, and are just seeking to downshift to a slower, more meaningful time. I mean
Mhm.
that pretty much hits a nail right on the head for me, because we are what would say on average we're exposed to like 100 and something advertisements every single day, whether it be radio, on your phone, scrolling, driving down the road. I mean it's everywhere, and so we're looking just mental overload. I
I'll kind of
get
add.
that.
I'll add to that. So
Mhm.
we've actually been our sermon series at church right now is about technology over the last couple of weeks. And they said that statistic just came out a few weeks ago. It said the average person in America today's attention span is 47 seconds
I believe it.
for anything.
Yeah.
Not social media, just attention span. So your wife wants to sit down and talk to you about something about her day, and that's going to take longer than
Mhm.
47 seconds. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah. It,
and
it used to be what, twice your age? I think it's what the full attention
yeah.
span used to be twice your age, and now we're down to 47 seconds. That's crazy.
Scott, go ahead. I'll let you finish the comment. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Let's get caught up on the comments.
White gas says it gives order in a world of disorder. The reason for slowing down. Why Old Man Copper, he thinks AI brought it about. I could not agree more. Chris says he's done giving me answers. It's fine. I'm thinking my own thoughts now.
I know you pretty much
Chris,
answered the
help.
whole last question using all of Chris's comments, dude.
Well, I mean, we were on the same wavelength. And I sent Chris a script earlier. What all the points I wanted to hit. He was
Jeremiah, I
talking
think we
fast about
found
me.
our replacement. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, but this is your
And
channel.
Scott leaves.
This is your channel. That didn't work
That's
out.
what I
good for
do.
us.
I come on a Scott's channel and kick him off. I've done it in the past. I'm gonna do it again.
um, Winchester Piper said, although he was 100% crazy, but the Unabomber actually wasn't entirely wrong in his predictions. I'll have to study a little more history on that one.
I've actually been to that site in Oklahoma.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, you meant website. I was like, what, you're reading?
I've been in his site, y'all. He's smart.
Chris said he was just in Chicago. Awesome. Hate I couldn't go. But he said,
Chicago. That's right, man. We didn't talk about that.
time talking and spending time with people was the best part. I mean, I can 100% attest that in Muletown. That was by far. I mean, the tobacco and pipes were awesome, but spending time just talking to people was 100% better. See, Southern Gentlemanship, man, the pewter cups is the start. I agree. Yeah, James, thanks. I forgot to take a picture. Meant to, but we all drink out of some Jeffersonian pewter cups for the Kentucky Derby. Some mint juleps, the way they're meant to be drank. So appreciate that.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended. The cigar boom was bound to lead to more pipe smokers. I get that. Old Man Copper, shaking hands, strong. COVID really screwed that. Love the thoughts on it, though. I agreed. I mean, people became germaphobes for years. I think some of them still are. Like, I started a new job, a new position, and one of the first days on there, somebody came up to shake my hand, and I'm a hands full, and I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I just give like a little elbow bump. Like, oh, do you not shake hands? Of course I do. I just got my hands full. Yeah, I shake hands. Oh, they were kind of cautious. Well, do you not shake hands? Yeah, I shake hands. But I agree because COVID did mess all that up. See, if you could have seen all the handshaking and hugs being dished out in Chicago, you would have loved it. We'll have to find that out for ourselves one day.
Well, I'm planning on being there next year. I think you guys have talked about possibly going next year as well. So we're
Hey,
hopefully going to make an appearance.
if you sponsor me, Robert, I'll go.
Ooh.
Hey, House of Manners, we're getting close to 1,000, y'all. Oh my
I
god!
saw that. That's awesome. Big time. That's right.
That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Joseph, TikTok brain rot.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't
Big.
have it, dude. I refuse to
The
put it
what
on
do
my
they call
phone.
it? Is it
Doom scrolling.
Doom scrolling? Yeah, just blah blah blah.
I have been caught in that. Yep. Let's see. Holding the door for ladies. I have seen a little more of that.
I like that, Mr. Cop, sir. I like that a lot. Scott, Jeremiah, let's move over to you for a second. Let's ask you, what is something that comes to mind? Think about something that you think old school.
Moving to
It's
Jeremiah.
like watching a hostel. Scott is out, boys. Scott is out.
Scotty out, mate.
Don't make me
Go
bring
ahead.
in the
Scott,
dark
we're gonna
world.
be on your channel next week, but I need you to not
Can
be
you
on.
send me all the
So,
passwords and log in?
I need your password login there, buddy.
How do we get you gone, man? Some things I think should come back. I definitely think old school chivalry, man. He said holding doors for ladies for sure, like that. Standing. I don't want to tell you this story. I know I mentioned it to you before, Robert, but me and my wife were on the cruise last year celebrating our 15-year anniversary, and we changed our dinner plans last minute. So we walked into the restaurant and just walked in and said, "Hey, if you don't have a table, that's fine. We just wanted to try this one if it was available." And they're like, "Well, we don't have anything for you alone, but we got," I forget what they call it, but it's like a table where multiple people that come in last minute can all sit together. I was like, "That sounds fun. Let's do that." So we sat down. Well, they walked us over to the table. When we got there, it was like an 8 top. And there was an older couple sitting there, and I believe he was a Vietnam vet. And he was older gentleman wearing a sports coat, like dressed up nice. And as soon as we walked up to the table, he stood up, shook my hand, introduced himself, introduced his wife, asked my name, asked my wife's name, and then would not sit down until we sat down. And then anytime other people later joined the table, male or female, he stood up and would not sit down until they sat down. And that was so cool. When I was thinking, I was like, man, like I think to myself, doing stuff like that I feel like I'm gonna feel out of place because nobody else is doing it. But
Yeah.
all of us felt out of place because we weren't doing it, and then the whole table started doing it. As time went on, every time someone new came, it was, I think I said 8 tops, like a 12 top. Every time someone new came, everybody else, the guys there, would stand up and do the same thing, and they weren't doing that before. Like because the first time they were just watching it, and then they started doing it because they felt out of place. And I think it's like you think of dressing up, right? Like if you go somewhere and you're underdressed, you feel awkward and out of place. And if you go somewhere and you're overdressed, a lot of times you feel awkward and out of place. But if you own that, it's so easy to be a leader. It's so easy to step in and be confident when you're overdressed, and you'll make everybody else feel out of place even though they're dressed right for the occasion. You're dressed too much, right? And the same thing with his chivalry, doing the extra things, holding the door, just looking people in the eye, shaking a hand, taking the initiative, because a lot of people want to introduce themselves. They want to have a conversation. They want to break the ice, but they're nervous too. And when you step in and do that, it's so easy to lead and so easy to stand out. It's amazing. Like just watching, I've tried some of that stuff now since then. I've been implementing more of that, and just like people treat you different and they act different and they start doing the same thing. It's like, man, you feel like you're influencing everybody, but it's just I think everybody wants to do that. They just don't have the I don't know if I want to say boldness to take the first step, but um I think that's a big thing, just general chivalry.
Dude, I would much rather be
Leaving
overdressed than underdressed.
Oh, for sure,
Yeah.
man. I think a big one is leaving your phone out of sight at dinner or anywhere, anytime you're around.
Mhm.
Unless you're watching us, you can have it right in sight, obviously. But I hate it. I hate it when I'm talking to somebody and their phone buzzes and they look at it real quick. Every time it buzzes, even if they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just checking. Just checking." It's constantly, right?
Yeah.
You got Instagram notifications, Facebook notifications, text messages, emails, whatever, constantly, and it means a lot when somebody, like, I don't even see their phone if we're at a
Mhm.
lunch meeting or something. I don't even see their phone. It's not even around because they got it out of sight. I think that's a huge thing, and I think that's just kind of going back to it's just respect, man. Just showing respect for somebody, And I met a guy today for lunch at work, and he got there first, and he already ordered his food. He was starving, man. He just left the gym, uh, went back to the office, got a shower, got dressed, and was starving. And he got his food because it was like a, sandwich shop. You go there and order. And he sat there because he asked me last minute to show up. So he sat there for like 10 minutes waiting on me, and he did not touch his food till I sat down to eat. And I thought that was cool. That's just a cool etiquette thing. I think a lot of it is we don't even think about that. Like I wouldn't have thought about that. But now I'm like, man, that made me feel good that he did that.
Mm.
Just little. There's so many little. I mean, there's so much to talk about, but there's so many little things that just respect, addressing people as sir or ma'am, and I mean, there's so much, man. There really is. But I think a lot of that stuff is great traditions to bring back. Looking people in the eye, talking to people, and I'll shut up in just a second. But if you go like even
No,
if you
no,
go
no.
order
You're making some
something,
really good points, man. Keep going.
Yeah.
well, even if you go like to a restaurant, like I'm talking like some place where you got to order at the bar, like Subway or something. Most of the time when you order, those people don't look you in the eye. They just and hit the button, and then even the people ordering don't even look them in the eye. They're just like looking at their phone, scrolling. Oh yeah, let me get number three, and they look. It's just like what I mean. But then when they do, people were like, I don't know. I hate that, and I like it when people do interact. It just makes you feel seen. It makes you feel valuable, like you're connecting with someone. And I think a lot of it stems from people are, I fight myself constantly when I'm out somewhere and I'm waiting in a line to not pull my phone out because it's just a habit. You're just sitting there and you're like, well, I'm standing in line. I probably got 5 minutes. Let me see what's going on at Facebook or on Facebook, or let me check, make sure I don't have any email or anything. And I fight it and I just stand there now and I watch people, and almost everybody's on their phone. And every now and then somebody will look at you because they're just doing the same thing or they don't have their phone. And when they do, if you greet them, they almost always, I challenge you guys to do this. Like they almost always, hey man, I'm so glad you, because they want to do the same thing, but they're too, I don't know if they're nervous or they're not used to it, or they want to go back to that tradition, but they just don't know how, or some. But I challenge you to try that more if you're not already doing it. It makes a big difference. I'm gonna
Well,
light my pipe so I can't talk.
I think one of the things that's in common with what you're saying, and I'm going to go through some rules that I wrote down, and we're going to go through each of these and kind of talk about some of these. But the common theme in all this is connectivity, fellowship.
Mm-hmm.
This is
It is.
something that the art of fellowship has almost died. Our kids don't know how to talk to people. Our society almost feels like it's almost like they feel violated. If you were to say something to a stranger, like you said in line, it's almost like, why is he talking to me?
Yeah.
I remember I was in a department store a few weeks ago, and a group of teenagers came in, and they were obviously playing like some sort of game inside the store, like hide or seek or something in the store. They're being silly. And these two kids walked by me, and the first kid that walked, I mean, this dude's a high schooler. I can tell by his youth. He looks like a high schooler, but he's also about 6'4", about 270. So the fact that he would be intimidated by me is, I mean, not a factor. He's a lot younger than me and bigger than me. So I'm sure if I'm not kidnapping this kid by any means, but I was like, what's up, dudes? Y'all playing some hide and seek? He looked at me almost like, why is this guy talking to me? And it's just weird. Like, it's just like, I should be able to, like, just have a conversation with people like that. But again, it's not what he's used to. He doesn't understand that. And it's just, that's just sad to me.
Everybody acts like you're begging them for money.
Yeah,
Hey man,
no,
let me hold $1. It's like
that's true,
I just want
man.
to say hello.
That's true,
it.
man. And I think one of the reasons, so I've actually said this. So when I started smoking a pipe, the reason I love the pipe community so much is because it's about fellowship. It's way more about fellowship than it's the pipe and the blends. Like people, we like talking about the pipes, we love talking about the blends, but it's the fellowship that really makes it just this cool culture. And I mean, Milltown, like we talk about Milltown, Chicago. I'm already hearing stories about Chicago, about how awesome. I mean, Chris is talking about how everybody's hugging it. Like I know that. I know that, and I've never even been. I know that because the culture is so friendly. No one talks about. One of the things I would like to bring back is we stop talking about politics. Like I remember my father and mother. I've told the story a million times. My mother and father had a Christmas party every year at their house, and they invite all these people, family, friends, coworkers, and all these people would be in my parents' house. And I used to remember like the den. The den, we had this little like, wood panel den on the side off the kitchen. And all the men would be in there smoking cigarettes and talking and drinking, whiskey and all kinds of things. And they used to talk. And I used to remember the conversations they'd have. They never talked politics ever. You never knew who anybody voted for because that's like a personal thing. When you're in public, when you're with other people, you're not going to get into things like that because it's almost like it's not couth. Remember that word couth? That was like that's like a word, like you just don't talk about that because you're not trying to start any crap tonight. We're trying to have fun. We're trying to have fellowship. We're trying to enjoy each other's company. And whether you vote this way or this way, it doesn't even matter. Nobody cares because at the end of the day, we're all people and we all just want to be able to have fun and talk about the fun things in life. And let's get away from our jobs. Let's get away from the things that stress us out. Let's talk about things that are interesting. That's why pipe culture is so fun. We talk about blends. We talk about whiskey. We talk about these fun things that we can all share and enjoy together. And I think that to me is what's important. Talk about the handshake thing and eye contact. One of the things I despise is I call dap culture. You walk into anywhere, men want to dap you. And I'm like, shake my dang hand, man. Like, I don't want to dap you. I want to shake your hand. I want to look you in the eye. And I want you to see that I'm a person and I'm not trying to dap you. I don't even know where that even came from.
COVID culture, I'm sure.
Kids, man.
Maybe.
Kids.
Maybe. I feel like COVID, yes, but I feel like it was going on before that, honestly. Like, I feel like it's just.
But talking about just fellowship and Winchester Piper, meeting Scott was the best part of Muletown, hands down. Yeah, I appreciate it.
It says that.
That's what he said. Yeah. Moving on. Okay. Let's see. Old man Copper says he's getting a table at Chicago and said that all of us can sit at it. I think that's how I read that comment.
Yes.
Sweet, dude. That's awesome.
Dude, Old Man Copper went down to the Georgia Bushcraft show and sold
Is that a country song? Old Man Copper went down to Georgia.
Old Man Copper went down to Georgia. He was looking to sell some mustache wax, baby. Heck yeah, baby. Which, by the way, not to change this up. Let me go and tell you, Old Man Copper has some amazing beard balm, guys. I'm not even lying. I'm not just saying that because he's my friend. It smells so good. It smells amazing.
Well, Robert says he's going to be in Nashville at the end of the month. He's going to be headed to
I'll be in Ireland, my brother. Sorry, man. Dang it.
Well, poop. Okay. Well.
All right. So here's another one. How about this? All right. What about this? We talk about handshakes. We talk about this. How about this rule? Never show up empty-handed.
I love that. Always ask what you can bring. If they say nothing, bring a gift. Bottle of wine, bottle of whiskey, tobacco, something. I love that. I love that rule. And it's something I don't even think about.
Why do you think that's important? Jeremiah, why do you think that's a cool thing? I'm just curious. Why is it a cool thing?
It makes you stand out, man. It's something I don't even think about. Like, if I invite somebody over and they say, what can I bring? If I invite you over, for the most part, unless I'm like, hey, we're going to do a potluck or something, I want y'all to come over and be entertained. I want to provide everything. Like, if you want to bring your favorite beer because you don't like what I got, or if you tell me, I'll try to get it. But I want you to come over and enjoy it. But I don't expect anyone to bring anything. Nor am I like, if you don't, I'm not like, this guy, I'm not inviting him again. He's a freeloader. I'm never thinking that, right? But when somebody does, it's like, holy crap, dude, he thought of me. He brought something because he thought I would like it. Like, it makes you feel seen and noticed. And it's part of that connecting thing. It's part of connecting. It's part of respecting someone, I think. And it's something I don't even think about. That it's not something I think about. I don't think negatively if somebody doesn't do it. But now that I think about it, I do it, and it seems like people are like, man, thank you for this. And when it's done to me, whenever somebody does that, it just makes me feel good. I just like it.
Bring something for the wife. Bring something for your buddy's wife. That's like a big deal. Like, we went to a friend of ours the other night's house. He was having a seafood boil. I brought a bottle of wine for his wife because I know his wife likes to drink wine. They were so appreciative. Like, that's something that it's just like it stands out, like you said, and it's just a courtesy thing. It's like I'm trying to be respectful.
Courtesy, and that's a big part of it. Just like a lot of the courtesy is gone,
Talk about disconnected from the digital age. Dr. Bob says, that's why he wears a watch. It's because I look at my phone enough already. And I have to attest, I had one of those Apple Watches for 3-4 years, but I ditched that thing about 6 months ago for a real watch. I don't think I'll ever go back. I love it, just having a
Dude,
watch.
same thing.
It's got the hands that do this thing on it. I still haven't quite figured out what the 1 through 12 means, but it's really cool to look at. It's really pretty.
Dude, same thing. I had an Apple Watch for a while, and I was like, "This is the coolest thing. It can tell me my heart rate and where I'm at, and I can answer a phone call while I'm on a jog. Hey, hang on, I can't hear you. But now once I got rid of that thing, I'm like, man, what do I need this for? I don't need this. I don't need this phone that I have. I wish we could go back to kind of the 90s thing. Remember when for me, it was the 90s. I don't know when it was for you, Robert, probably 1903 or something.
Shut up.
When you wanted to talk to your friend on the phone, you had to call and talk to their parents and ask, hey, can I talk to them? It had to be after a certain time for the minutes, but before a certain time because they were in bed.
So I'm going to tell you right now,
I
have people give me so much hate for this, what I'm about to say, but I can't help it. Like this is definitely an old school mentality I have, is that I don't like to text people when I want to have a conversation with you. I will call you. I've got a friend of mine. I call him and he's like, dude, he goes, why do you call? Dude, you like the only dude that calls me. Can you not text me? I'm like, dude, if I can literally tell you what I need to tell you in the next 10 minutes, as opposed to me text you for the next 5 hours back and forth, one sentences over. And I just need to know something. Like, I just need to talk to you about this thing we're doing or this going on. The idea, and for people to get mad about that, it's like, I hate text culture. I hate it. It's one thing when you're texting your wife real quick, hey, I'm coming home. You mean grab some at the store? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about conversation. I don't want to have conversation over text. Like, I like to call people and have a conversation. I like to hear their voice. It's important to me. And I mean, I know it may sound old fashioned and stupid, but that's just how I am, man.
So Old Man Copper, Robert says, you just cut, well, so you boys, that's all of us, need to come out with a digital manners guide. Sell it on the channel, and it's gold, brothers. Gold.
I'm down. I'm down.
That's kind of cool. Digital manners.
So here's one. What about
rule number 1? Ditch all digital. It's like, well, dang, now what do I do? I can't read the rest of this thing.
So here's one. I know for a fact that both of you are going to like this one. And I have an example. Dress with intention. So, okay. As you guys know, I'm on a big weight loss journey. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to buy clothes that are a little bit nicer than the crappy clothes I've been wearing for the last 15 years, because when you're overweight, you don't feel like dressing up. I'm just being honest.
Yep.
But one of my biggest pet peeves is going to the airport and seeing people in pajamas and Crocs.
Dude, I almost said this earlier. Go ahead. I love this.
I despise this. I despise it. When I see a young woman or a man wearing their dang, pajama pants and Crocs and got their dang earphones in, and they're just, they look like a slob getting on an airplane. It just angers me. I'm not saying you got to wear a 3-piece suit. I'm not saying you got to wear a 3-piece suit. I'm not saying that. Please understand. I'm not saying you got to walk around with a fedora on like Indiana Jones and a freaking, vest and suit. I'm not saying you got to wear that when you fly. But for crying out loud, have some self-respect and wear a pair of slacks and a polo, at least the minimum. I mean, am I wrong?
No, I agree. I almost said the same thing earlier, man. I agree with that 100%. I think that's just in general, man. The airport, it stands out, especially because it's like people are like, I'm just going to wake up and drag my butt into the plane and sit down and wake up in, Bahamas or wherever they're going. But like, even like if you go to the store or something, I hate seeing somebody wearing, and whatever, I'm not judging people. We do what you want. But that's something that I wish people cared about, like dressed with intention, cared about the way they present themselves. I mean, it makes you feel good, and people do treat you different too. I mean, it is a thing, but I just wish, it's one thing you're going to the gym, but then to just wear a raggedy old t-shirt and shorts, and then you do it going out too. You go to a nice restaurant. I'm not paying all this money for this steak. I can get this down the road. I'm paying all this money so I don't have to see that. Just kidding.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. One of my things I've been really trying to promote and tell people, especially with guys, like Men need to do me a favor. If you're a guy, do me a favor. Get yourself dressed up a little bit. Take your wife on a nice date. I don't care what your background is. I don't care. Listen, I grew up in the country. Like, I believe it or not, I know maybe hard people believe, but I grew up in a small town country. I lived in the middle of nowhere. I used to wear Carhartt, and listen, we used to have a farm. I used to work in the field. I get it. Like, I'm all about country living. I think there's something peaceful about it. I love being country, but there's nothing like taking your wife. I don't care what your wife's background is. She might say, I don't care about all that. She does. Like, get yourself dressed up,
Yeah.
take your wife out to a nice dinner, open the door for her, make her feel like a woman.
Treat her like
And be-
she matters, man.
Yes,
That's exactly it.
and get yourself cleaned up. And listen, there's something like clean cut. That doesn't listen. Old man Copper, you listen. Old man Copper, have you seen him? He's got the most gorgeous beard I've ever seen. It is this beautiful.
Luxurious.
He's got this long beard, but it's manicured and beautiful. And the man, you can tell, uses his product because it looks amazing. Like, that guy, if old man Copper was in a dang suit going out with his wife, I bet he would look amazing. Like, it's not about that. It's just about taking your wife out, dressing up nice, open the door for her, make her feel like a woman, be classy for a night. Like, all these guys out there, they feel like that's just inconveniencing them. And I'm like,
Hmm.
you need to take some effort and be a man. Women love men that take leadership, right? That's what they like. I like that, don't they? The biggest problem in our country today is we have a lot of women who are leading their homes instead of men. And so I think that men should take pride in themselves occasionally. I'm not saying you got to wear a 3-piece suit all the time, but you know what? Get yourself dressed up, go on a nice dinner with your wife, take her out, show her the town, make her feel good. That's awesome. That's awesome. Guess what? You feel good too, by the way, when you do that.
Yeah.
You do. You do.
Yeah.
You really do.
So Winchester Piper, said controversial take, but really touch on what you just said. One of the main contributors who would like to see is young men not having basic masculine skills is due to the rise of single mother households, and that's because men aren't they stay boys longer,
That's right.
and that's the problem.
My son went to prom this past weekend,
Mhm.
and I got to be honest with you. I had a little bit of pride when he came downstairs dressed up and his tie was tied on his own. You know what I'm saying? 17-year-old guy comes down. He's in his suit. His shoes are shined. His tie's on correctly. I ain't gonna lie. I had a little bit of pride in me going, that's my dog. That's my boy. That's my boy. Like, I'm proud of you. Looking good. Like, I was proud of that. And that's the kind of stuff we need to be taking our boys aside and saying, you're a man, and this is what you need to do. You need to understand that there's a way to dress for certain occasions. There's a way to look people in the eye. You shake their hand. You need to ask questions. Ask questions.
Yeah.
Be interested in people.
That's a lot of it, man. Listening to people and yeah.
Speak less, mean more.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I forget where it was, man. You said speak less. It's something that's been bothering me lately. I just saw it the other day. I forget where. It's in Matthew somewhere, but I was reading the Bible and I forget the exact wording, but it was basically saying that you will be held accountable for every single word you speak in life. And I was like, oh, because I talk a lot of crap.
Whoops.
I don't know if you guys know that about me.
You shouldn't have said that,
what?
man, because now I'm gonna hold you accountable every time you make fun of me.
Why'd you do this? Well, he deserved it.
He deserved that.
Oh,
That's
man.
funny.
But no, that's something I work on all the time is listening more and speaking less, because I always want to say, oh, man, I agree with that. I think this is good because of this, and I need to just shut up and listen sometimes, or a lot of times. But I think reliability, man, I think that's a big gentleman thing. It's such a rare currency, I would say, in today's world, is to be reliable. I mean, people say they're going to be there and back out last minute. That's something I said, like, the thing, somebody doesn't bring a gift, I'm not offended by that. I don't even think of it. But when it happens, it makes me feel good. Yeah. Somebody not being reliable, when they say, it could be like, hey, man, let's go out for a cigar or a drink or something later, and they cancel last minute. I understand things come up. I'm not saying something didn't come up, but I'm saying when they just I changed my mind, man. I just, it's not feeling it today. I thought I was good a couple days ago. I'm just not feeling it. I just rather stay home or whatever. Dude, that
Absolutely.
is an ultimate insult to me. Like I can't help. Like I don't know if it's right to feel that way, but I feel infuriated when somebody does that. And it's just everybody. I think everybody's just so torn in a million different directions with all of technology, their job, whatever. Just there's like so many things going on, and nobody commits to anything anymore. And that's a big thing. If somebody just shows up when they say they will, it over time that means a lot. It really does.
Yes, Chris
100%.
is
Chris says, be a
be a
man
man
of
of
your
your word.
word. I agree with that
100%.
100%. And I'm telling you now, as a father who's got two boys, I'm trying desperately to let them understand that if your word is one of the most important things that you have. When you tell somebody you're going to do it, and I talk about this as someone who's a leader in my business too, like in my work. I tell people all the time when I hire them, I say, because I've hired a lot of people over the years, and I say, I am not a micromanager. If I have to micromanage you, then I don't need you. So if you tell me you're going to do something or I ask you to do this, I need to just know when I give it to you that I ain't got to come back to it. That you're going to do this with your whole heart. You're going to make it happen and you're going to get it done. Especially if you tell me that, Robert, I got you. I want to get it done. I'm going to do this.
Mhm.
Jeremiah's talking about people going out. I totally 100% agree with that. I can't tell you how many over the years because I need fellowship. Like I love fellowship with people. And I call my friend up and say, "Hey, what are you doing next Tuesday?" They're like, "Oh man, I ain't got nothing going on. Let's hang out. Let's do something." And then Tuesday morning, they're like, "Man, I can't come out. I got what." And I'm like, "Dude, you like I have looked. I've been looking forward to this. Like I have set my plans aside with my own family to be with you because I want to hang out with you because you're
Right.
important to me.
It
I
wasn't
mean,
like it
you're
wasn't
telling me I'm not important. That's what you're basically telling
exactly,
me.
exactly. It's not like, oh, my show's not on, I'll just watch something else. It's not that, dude. It's like
No,
exactly what you said. I made these plans because I want to connect with you. I want to hang out, I want to socialize. You're important to me. And you just said you mean nothing. And that's not to say things don't come with. There's something
no,
legit
no.
comes
We're
up.
not. We're not talking
100%.
about your
Right,
wife
right.
gets sick. I remember one night, Jeremiah. Remember you and I had plans one night. Remember your wife got like the flu or
Yeah,
something.
and you said it didn't bother you, but here you are bringing it
No,
up.
no.
No, you kidding. You gotta
Dude, I,
understand
I was so mad at you for the next 4 days, man. I was like, you jerk. Like, screw your wife's flu. Like, I don't care about her flu. Like, I mean, come on. No, seriously. Like, things come up. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about
Right,
the flip floppiness of the casual guy today who
right,
basically they're not invested in anything.
right. That's exactly it. They're not invested. It just doesn't matter. It's like, whatever. I'll hang out with somebody else another day. Like, it doesn't matter, right? You're right, 100%.
It's okay when that's the exception, but not the rule.
Correct.
It's like, if Jeremiah call, hey man, I can't make it tonight. Oh man, everything okay? I'm immediately going to think something's wrong because that's going to be an exception.
Right.
Versus, someone else might go, oh, I can't make it. Oh, shocker. I really didn't plan on you coming anyway. I invited you out of kindness because I wanted you to feel included. I knew you were going to be here anyway. It's when it's the exception, not the rule, is the
Right.
way it should be.
100%.
Yep.
But
So what
yeah,
about you guys in the chat? Are there any like old school rules that we didn't talk about tonight that you think should be brought back? Like things that are maybe it's etiquette, maybe it's something that a lifestyle maybe our parents had that we don't have today. I'm just curious if there's anything that we're missing out on because
dude, this comment right here, finding an old school barbershop. There, dude, I've always cut my whole life, my whole hair. I'm an idiot. I always cut my own hair my whole life for the most part. My mom cut it when I was younger, then I learned how to cut it when I was like 12, and I've been cutting it ever since. I've been to a barbershop, like I can count on one hand, and I found one that I went to 4 of the 5 fingers on one hand. But I just couldn't have. I was like, I don't have the money for this. But I loved going there just because of the conversation, the camaraderie, and that barber. He did a good job, but it was like he could have did a worse job, and I still would have kept coming just because of the conversation. But an old school barbershop is a great experience. One that.
Yeah.
But I know people that go to barbershop and they don't want. They're like, don't talk to me, man. Just cut my hair. And that's the mindset of today. And that's what
Mhm.
that's what we're talking about is that old school, like that connection. And that is great. I don't know if you guys have done that, but going to a good old barbershop. It's like finding, like Robert, you've got a whiskey guy that you go to or a
yeah,
tobacconist you go to that suggests things. You go to a barber, it's like he's your guy. If he's not working, I'm not getting my hair cut, you know?
right. I mean, I one of my favorite places to go. My barber shop is my local liquor store because we go hang out there and we
Yep.
try whiskeys, and there's always the guys there that sit around, and hang out, and talk about life, and it's really fun because we get to like talk about things that we're going through and sharing it over amazing beverages, which is also a lot of fun. So, anything in the comments? What were we missing?
There's a lot of comments. Number one, Winchester Pipers. Real talk here, boys. My heart is breaking a little bit now that you younger fellas, I think he means me and Jeremiah, are talking about doing things that us older guys like him and you, Robert, do and have always done. But it's crazy how far standards can disappear in really just only a few decades. I mean, it really is crazy just how far society's gone down. That we're talking about all these things coming back, but it used to be here not long ago.
And I
now-
mean, to be fair, I was taught a lot of this stuff by my dad and my
same.
granddad. I was really close to my granddad, and I was taught this stuff, and I practiced it for a while, and it just kind of, I mean, I hate to say it, but a lot of it just kind of went away over time, just being inundated with life. And now I'm like, dang, man, I wish that did, I wish we still had that, but.
Well, some of it is also too getting comfortable. I think comfort is a big problem in our world today. We live in a very comfortable world. And I think about, like, for example, like, and I'm willing to be 100% transparent on this and talk about like my wife. Like, I mean, how many times my wife, she just gets in her car, and I don't open the door for her, and I think I should. Like, I mean, that should be the expectation. Like, she should appreciate the fact that I am so loving, and she should appreciate them.
Hang on a second, man. I'm just getting roasted in these comments. What is this? What is this? I'm getting roasted in the comments here.
Cutting your own
There's like
hair.
3 comments about.
And it shows, Jeremiah.
Remind me
And
not to
that's
let
it. That's all we got for tonight, fellas. We're gonna have to
Jeremiah.
shut this thing down.
Jeremiah, I might need a haircut soon. I'm just saying. I might need one. So.
But here's one we didn't touch on: table manners. I mean, we got standing up when they sit, but I mean, knowing your place settings. Which spoon, fork?
So the young man who owns the it used to be Gent Z YouTube channel. Now it's Gentleman's Collective. I think his highest rated video is about table etiquette, and it is like 5 or 6 million views. So I mean, people are looking at that.
There's a lot of good stuff in there. Like
that makes me hopeful that there is a generation of young men who want to revamp manhood, which I appreciate. I think that's great. That's why we're having this conversation tonight. So,
and I love that, like dinner etiquette in general, not just table manners, which is great. But like I told you, the one guy I went out with met for lunch today he waited till I got my food and sat down, and that's something that Gen Z guy talks about. Is if somebody never, try not to excuse yourself, but if they excuse themselves, stop eating until they come back, so you don't finish, and then they feel awkward. Like those little things like that I never would have thought of. I think that's cool. Where if you invite somebody to lunch, then you pay because it was your idea, kind of thing. Like just little things like that you never think of, and it's like it's just basically a bunch of stuff to never give anybody something bad to say about you. Is what it comes. It's what it almost comes down to.
It amazes me though how many people don't know certain things. Like for example, 2 weeks ago we invited our pastor and his wife to dinner. And we got ready to go to dinner. My wife said, "Do you think we should pay?" I'm like, "Yeah, we invited them to dinner. Like it's like we should pay for that. Like that's that. I mean, let's do that. Like it's just that's etiquette. We invited them. It should, but like you have to. The fact to have to explain that is kind of to me is silly. Like we should have to explain that. It just is what it is.
Right.
So,
I when I asked my now father-in-law out to lunch to ask for his daughter's hand in marriage, I knew I should have known something was up. Whenever the bill comes, like, hey, I invited you. Let me get it. He goes, no, son, you're gonna need every penny you got. I got this one.
He's like, thank goodness you're taking this bill off my hands.
Oh man.
Story.
Speaking of dowry, we got a dowry for you. My dowry.
Never shake a man's hand when seated. I agree with that 100%.
And how about standing up when a lady enters the room, pulling out her chair?
As she's sitting down, pull it out as she's sitting down.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
What is it, Charlie Brown?
I got a rock.
Yeah, I got a rock. I say that all the time to the kids, man. I got a rock.
Well, guys,
And
that's all I've
yep.
got. We're getting close to
Okay.
the 10 o'clock hour. I guess we'll get kind of closing down here a little bit, talk about a few closing remarks here. So I think we're 2 weeks.
A very special episode.
Talk about it there, Scotty.
So I'll be hosting. So being the good friend that I am, I want to come to Nashville for this one. And so in 2 weeks, I will be with Robert for a very special episode of Idiots with Manners. And yeah, so what we're going to be smoking, am I revealing this now?
Yep. Wait, everybody
Okay.
needs to know what we're doing.
So I thought about picking a certain English because I don't know if you know this. May is apparently International English Blend Month. Did know. The more you know.
It used to be until the Revolutionary War. Now we drink coffee now.
Okay, fair. Okay. So what we're going to do in honor of that, the next one, we're going to pick your favorite English blend and pair it with. How about just your favorite pairing? English blend with your favorite pairing. So I mean, I'm going to pick Scotch because that's what pairs best with it. But if
You're
you
going
like
to pick what
coffee,
I give you because you're at my house. So
I do have a bag that I will travel with.
that's sad because I have good Scotch. That's okay.
I'm just
Fine.
kidding.
Never
I'm
mind.
going to come
Never mind.
empty-handed.
Never mind. You don't get to drink what I'm drinking. I'll be drinking some really good Scotch.
How about bringing something when you go to someone's house, but it's for yourself because you don't like their stuff?
That counts, right? That's
Someone did not listen to our entire episode.
Wow. Scott, what have you been doing? Playing Tetris over there?
So pick your favorite English blend. So join us next time for your favorite English blend and favorite pairing to go with it.
Well, can you provide my favorite English blend, Frog Morton?
I'm fresh out. Can't find any. But since I'm bringing a gift to the house I'm going to, maybe I'll take some with me.
I'm already going to tell you, I'm going to be smoking Presbyterian from like 3 years ago because it's my favorite English blend of all time. It's so good. Especially the one I have 110 left from 2022, and that is. I cannot believe they downgraded my Presbyterian to a stupid pouch. I'm so mad.
Oh, I know.
STG.
Have you tried it? Have you tried it yet? I don't know.
No, I'm just in principle. I'm mad. Like
yeah,
you just.
the packaging.
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
enough.
sorry. I'm just mad.
Yeah,
just mad.
That's fair. It's fair. Yeah, Jeremiah. How about some Frog Morton Chalet? I can give you some of that if you need it. That's plenty.
He does have plenty of that. So,
so
2 weeks. You're going to be hosting. We got English blends. Your favorite pairing with your English blend. Okay, sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Anything else?
No, I'll be joining you. So make some room at the table there for me.
You got it, brother.
Yeah.
Well, also Tuesday night that same week we will be joining Mr. Winchester Piper at the Briarworks Pipe Club event. So that should be a lot of fun too. We'll see Kevin there. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. Yeah, so if you're in the Nashville area on the 19th, we'll be at. Me and Robert will be at the Briarworks for the pipes. What time does that start?
About 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Cool.
About 6 p.m. So we'll be Idiots with Manners episode 6 on Monday night 8:30, and then Briarworks Pipe Club on Tuesday the 19th at about 6 o'clock. So sounds good.
That's it.
Any closing thoughts there, Jeremiah?
No. Besides, may the 4th be with you, my friends.
I agree.
Do I need to do it again? I feel like I do. Just one more time.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Star Wars nerd. I'm getting ready to get off this and go hang out with my kids and watch the Darth Maul show. So I'm not gonna lie. So I'm
Dude, I love Star Wars.
I'm a big nerd. Sorry, I'm a nerd.
This is actually my son's helmet. He's got like a whole collection of these things. So.
Dude, I remember the episode that y'all did you through the helmet.
The Halloween episode. Yep.
That's really, really funny stuff right there.
My wife's only debut. Yep.
That's correct. So, guys, we want to say first of all, thank you so much for the chat. What a fun time it's been tonight. I love this. I love that we're able to just talk about fun topics. And I hope that you're enjoying it. I hope that you guys are having a good time with us. We love the comments. This is such a great group of people that join every week that we're on. We just love the camaraderie we have. It just really exemplifies what this community means to us, and it's such good people. And we love the conversation. So thank you for you. It means so much to us. And as always, we appreciate you and everything that you do for us. And Scott, Jeremiah, it's been a pleasure. We thank you guys so much for hosting this another great evening, Scott.
Yeah.
And until
appreciate it.
2 weeks from now, we will see you
Yep.
on the next episode. We hope you have a good night.
Yep. We'll see y'all.
Peace.
Peace up.
Eight down.
down.